What if the blessing is the most dangerous moment of your life? Not the struggle, not the years where nothing moved, but the blessing. Because Scripture does not record many men being destroyed in their poverty. It records them being destroyed in their prosperity. The pattern is consistent enough that it should concern anyone whose prayer is finally being answered. There are 5 things you must not do the moment God starts blessing you. We will get to the most dangerous one last. Number 1. Nebuchadnezzar was the most powerful king on earth. God gave him Babylon, gave him dominion, and gave him a kingdom that stretched across the known world. And one day he stood on the roof of his palace and said, "Is this not the great Babylon that I have built?" Daniel 4, verse 30. Within one verse, God had stripped him of everything. He lived like an animal, eating grass, driven from men, his body wet with the dew of the fields for 7 seasons, until he learned what pride refuses to accept, that the blessing was never his to claim. Proverbs 16:18 is not a suggestion. Pride goes before destruction. If the blessing is making you loud, it has already started working against you. Do not become arrogant. Number 2. Before David was king, men gathered to him in the cave of Adullam. 1 Samuel 22, verse 2. He did not leave them behind when the crown came, and separately, out of covenant loyalty to Jonathan, he sought out Mephibosheth, Jonathan's crippled son, and brought him to the king's table for the rest of his life. 2 Samuel 9. 2 different situations, the same character. The blessing did not change who David was toward people. Do not abandon the people who stood with you before the blessing arrived. Number 3. Jesus healed 10 lepers in Luke 17. 10 men who had been declared unclean, cut off from society. All 10 received their healing. 1 came back. Jesus did not ask where the other 9 were out of curiosity. He asked because ingratitude is a signal that a person has already disconnected from the source of what they received. Do not stop being grateful. Number 4. Deuteronomy 8, verse 17 is one of the most dangerous verses in Scripture because it describes a thought process, not an action. You may say in your heart, "My power and the strength of my hand have gained me this wealth." Moses warned Israel about this before they ever entered the Promised Land, because self-attribution is how a blessed man becomes a fool who cannot trace the collapse back to its origin. Do not begin to credit yourself. And then there is the one that ends kingdoms, ends generational wealth before it reaches the 2nd generation. Deuteronomy 8, verses 11 through 14. Beware that you do not forget the Lord your God by not keeping his commandments, lest when you have eaten and are full, and have built good houses, and your herds and flocks multiply, and your silver and gold are multiplied, and all that you have is multiplied, your heart is lifted up, and you forget the Lord your God who brought you out. Not with a public announcement. Gradually. The prayers get shorter. The Bible collects dust. The decisions stop including him. The gratitude becomes assumption. The intimacy becomes ritual, and ritual becomes nothing. The blessing was not the destination. It was an invitation to go deeper. The moment you stop pursuing the giver and start managing the gift begins its quiet return to where it came from. Do not forget God.